You said there the Crime Survey of England and Wales sees that there's no increase in rapes, but there has been a huge increase in reports of rapes to the Metropolitan Police. And that doesn't correlate with the overall picture with violent crime. We see violent crime has gone down from 2000 to 2014-15 and then up again. You know, there's a big bounce in the last 4 years. But in the reports of rape to the Metropolitan Police, that's been rising for much, much longer than the increase in violent crime since 2014. That's been rising since 2008, so before your tenure, 2008, 2009, there were just over 2,000 reports of rape to the Metropolitan Police. That's now up to approximately 7,500 in the 12 months to January this year, 2018. So which of those things, the two things you've said there don't seem to tie up with each other. So which do you think is more likely, that the number of rapes is not increasing or it is increasing? I mean, in London?
I think, with respect, we asked your first question, which I tried to answer, which is, the short answer is, the further piece of work being undertaken is to try and understand the explanation better. One explanation, which would, I suspect, be better received, is the reason for the increase in reporting is because people have more confidence. It's easier to report. The police deal with it in a more sensitive way, so it's encouraging people to report it more. That could be an explanation. I simply can't say which of the explanations that have been offered are the right ones.
I was asking because
could be the way it's recorded is changed. I gave two possible explanations.
Yeah.
And we'll know towards the end of this year what the research says. It may be unclear from the research, by the way.
I mean, I do appreciate that you've got to wait to the research that comes out so that we actually have a better understanding. But this was brought up, I think, in a previous meeting, and your deputy, I have here, Sophie Linden, agreed with Assembly Member Whittle that the rise could not only be explained by a greater willingness to report crimes. So that would indicate that there is, there's obviously an increase in reporting, but there's also an underlying increase in this kind of horrible crime as well. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, there could be. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I think it's too simplistic to say it's because of better confidence. That's why, that's why victims who were victims before are now reported it. That could be an explanation. That would be, a more acceptable and palatable explanation than the alternative, which is, these sorts of crimes are going up. It could be, as I've said, the way the Met Police records this has led to the increase in the figures. Of course, one of the things we'll do is also what's happening around the country. Are other forces having the same experience?
Okay, thank you very much. Time is up.